Hi, my name's Kevin Smith. I'm a reader in education here at Cardiff University, and I'm also the education teaching team lead, which means that I look after the pedagogical arrangements for our courses and just to make sure that everybody, my colleagues and students alike, are doing okay and having a good time and getting out of the course what they need to get out of it. And my area of expertise is in educational philosophy, pedagogy, and curriculum theory and theorizing. And in fact, it's that latter part, the curriculum theory and theorizing, where I do most of my research in, where I do research what we call close to practice research, which means I co-produce research with educators, students, educational researchers on projects that focus on reflection, embodied understandings of learning, embodied understandings of what curriculum means. This is all influenced by how I studied education as a student. My undergraduate was pretty typical in terms of teacher preparation and teacher education. But when I did my graduate studies on my master's and my PhD, the understanding that I had of education was just enlarged, as you can imagine, by just leaps and bounds. And the thing that really captured my imagination about it was understanding that education is life and life is education. And what I think I'm primarily concerned with as a pedagogue, as a researcher, as a member of an engaged and inclusive learning community is understanding how we can learn from our lives. Our lives are meaningful. Your life has value. So how can you learn from your life in a way that helps you flourish now and in the future? One of the ways that I engage with that question, how can we enable individuals to flourish so that society can flourish, is on my module Radical Education, which is currently a year 3 module here at the university. And on Radical Education, we do engage with questions about what are the aims of education? What is education for? What do we think education can do for people and for society? But we take it from a much different approach. We're trying to get radical with it. Radical doesn't mean extreme or anything like that. It means just getting to the roots of something. And so we think about problems that we see in society, the disassociation that human beings have from the rest of beings on Earth, for instance. And we think about how can we create systems of education that help human beings and more than human beings thrive. So we do that through visits at Butte Park, where we do holistic pedagogy, contemplative pedagogy, experiences in the classroom focused on digital pedagogy, all organized around how these approaches can help us solve problems that are grounded within the human experience and that have ramifications out into broader society.